Hey, welcome back. So, the Children of Lear. This story takes place near the end of when the Tuatha Dé Danann are ruling Ireland. The Milesians aren't quite ruling Ireland yet, but it's nearly there. So Bodurg was made king of the Tuatha Dé Danann, which offended Lear. So to appease Lear, Bodurg offers him the hand in marriage of his daughter Eve. Lear accepts this and has 4 children with Eve: Fionnuala, Eo, Fiachra, and Con. And then Eve dies. Lear is extremely saddened by this, but his love for his children gets him through it. Bo then offers his other daughter, Aoife, to marry Lear, because, it went so well the first time. Aoife eventually gets jealous of the love that Lear has for his kids, so she takes them out on her chariot, planning to kill them. She asks her entourage to kill them, but they refuse. So instead, she takes them to Loch Darvroch and tells them to bathe. Then she turns them into swans. Now, Fionnuala rebukes Aoife for doing this and tells her that her magic is not as strong as the magic of the Tuatha Dé Danann, and also that her punishment for doing this to them will be far greater than the suffering that they will endure as swans. Aoife then tells them that the spell will last 900 years. They will spend 300 years at Loch Darvroch, 300 years at Srú na Mala, and 300 years at Down and Innisglura. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I tried there. Anyway, Aoife allowed the children to keep the power of speech so that they could sing, and then Aoife went to Bo's court. Bo was like, hey, where are my grandkids? Isn't that the reason you came here? And Aoife was like, Lear doesn't trust you. So Bo was very suspicious of this, and he sent a messenger to Lear. Lear receives the messenger and realizes that Aoife has done something to his children, so he sets out for Bo's court, and on the way he passes Loch Darvroch. He hears the swans singing, and they tell him what has happened. He stays with them through the night, and the next day he goes to Bo's court and tells him what Aoife had done. Now, Bo asks Aoife something along the lines of, what state of being would be the worst thing for you to be in? And she says, a demon of the air or wind. Now, ignoring the fact that this sounds very obviously Christian, we're just gonna, go with it. So anyway, Bo sends her into the air. She stays in the air forever. Then Bo and the Tuatha Dé Danann and the Milesians go to Loch Darvroch and listen to the swans. And after 300 years of that, the swans had to go to Srú na Mala, and it was also made illegal for swans to be killed in Ireland. The swans were separated in Srú na Mala, but they eventually found each other in the storm. They still can't leave Srú na Mala, but at least they were together. The children of Lear then meet the Tuatha Dé Danann and the Milesians, as well as Eo and Fergus, sons of Bodurg, who tell them about what has happened during their time as swans. Then the swans go to Urisdownan, I hope that's how that's pronounced, where they meet a young man who took an account of the swans' travels. One night, the waters froze along with the swans' feet, so the children of Lear professed their faith and prayed to the Christian God, and for this act that was definitely in the original story, the children were protected from the bad weather. After their time was up, all 900 years, they went to Seath Fionnacha. Again, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing these, where Lear used to live. But they found it overgrown and abandoned, so they instead set out for Innisglura. Eventually, Christianity came to Ireland, and the monk Macamog came to see them. He rang a bell that Fionnuala thought would save them, so when the bell ended, they sang in response. Macamog heard their song and came to them, asking if they were the children of Lear. Then they let the monk bind them with silver chains, as you do. The wife of the King of Connacht had heard about the swans and asked the king for the swans. The king sent messengers to Makamode asking for the swans, but he refused each time. The king then went himself, but as soon as he touched the swans, their feathers fell off, revealing a very old woman and 3 very old men. Fionnuala asked Makamode to baptize them because their death was near, and then after they were baptized, they died and were buried. Thus was the fate of the children of Lear, with definitely no Christian additions. The end. So, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. If you would consider subscribing, I would also appreciate that. I know this video was shorter than usual, but I'm gonna try and get a longer video out in about 2 weeks. So that's the schedule I'm going with currently. So, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whatever time it currently is for you. Goodbye.